Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go to hustlefit.com. Get your merch as well as your clothing. Hustle Fit. We got men's, women's, children's clothing, t-shirts, hoodies, jogger sets, leggings, everything you can think of and more. Also, if you need custom clothing, by all means, go to hustlefit.com. Hit me up at hustlefit@gmail.com or IG hustlefit LLC, and I got you. We'll get all your needs taken care of. Make sure, well, you already tuned in tonight for Ladies' Night, so I don't even have to explain that shit. You already tuned in to Ladies' Night. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, we do what is called Boys Club. It's the same rendition of what you're going to see tonight. I ask the questions, and the guys have the conversation. Sunday nights, we got what's called Let's Talk About It. Let's Talk About It with Connie Marie. Just stay tuned and find out what the conversation is about, because Wednesday nights, we now do what's called The Conversation. Tune in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday nights right here. No Cap Reacts. I'm your man Bailey, a.k.a. Mr. Go Get 'em. And we are back in the building with another show. Ladies' Night has officially begun. 2 of the 3 ladies made it. So it's about to be lit. It's about to be lit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the fuck up and let these ladies talk they talk and do what they do.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, it's your girl Miriam. Period. Back at it again. Follow me on Instagram at Miriam Commas 2.
And what is it that you do, Miriam?
I work in the medical field.
Okay. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And our other guest here today is
Ria. So you guys can find me at the official Ria. So that is TheOfficialReia. And that is going to be for TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook at Ria Ogwin. That's Ogwin, Oguinn.
All right. So let me explain how this works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask questions. You ladies are going to be the ones to actually answer the questions. Do me a favor. Be open, be honest, and tell the truth. Now, on some of these questions, there are 2-part questions. So just make sure you pay attention and listen in to the actual question. And let's have some fun, all right? Okay. Joey's already in the chat, says, what up, though? Can we ask 2? Yes. Put your questions in the chat. Anyone in the chat can chime in at any time. And we do read all chats and questions that also come through the chat. So, yes, Joey, you can do that. Now, before we actually get into this whole big old situation, ladies, we always do what is called an icebreaker. Ooh. So, you guys get to ask one question, and basically one or the other answers it. So, Miriam asks Ria a question, Ria asks Miriam a question, and we go from there, okay?
Okay.
All right. Who wants to start?
You can start. I don't have one.
Okay. A question. Let's see. Do you have any kids, Miriam?
No kids at all. No babies.
None. Oh,
No, I have nieces and nephews. They're my babies, but no babies.
Okay. I can respect that.
Okay. What's something that you overcame this week so far?
Something I overcame this week. Oh. Childish ass people. I overcame just grief and fear. I would say I overcame fear. Like I finally decided to start standing up for myself and stop letting people walk all over me, and it feels so good.
Amen.
And I was so scared to like tell people no, so scared to like just feel like I'm hurting somebody's feelings, but it's like
Fuck they feelings.
I gotta look out for me. So I've been doing that this week and just like overcoming the emotions of that because I'm a very emotional creature. So it kind of, like people know how to pull the sympathy card for me, but standing on business has really been good for me.
That's amazing. That's amazing. We're standing on business 2024.
Okay. Ding, ding, ding.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into the first question. This one will be the easy one. Ladies, who is your female role model? It doesn't matter if it's an entertainer, family member, friend. Who is your role model?
I would like to say that my role model is my mom. My mom is my role model. I look up to her a lot. My mom taught me about business. She's taught me about education. And growing up, I watched my mom own so many businesses and bring so much money to so many people and just so much knowledge and just like change people's lives. And I really admired that. All while still holding her own integrity. And I just find that's amazing. That's amazing to do. And then still take care of your kids too. Man, I couldn't even imagine like some of the things that she's like been through, and she just still stands tall, and like she carries like the word of God with her at all times, and she doesn't let it break her. And I really just like admire that, because I know I have moments where I be feeling like I'm ready to throw the towel in. But when I think about her and the things that she literally has endured in her life, and how she still gets up every day and stands tall and wears her heels with her hair, I'll be like, okay, girl, if you can do it, I can do it too.
Amen. Shout out to the moms out there.
Mama's getting to the bag.
No, for real. My mama kept me spoiled, man. I did anything and everything I wanted to do growing up. Like
That means for you guys, y'all have a hard time with this one. Then you gotta do right. Cause she didn't already seen what kind of life she can have.
I'm like,
All right, Miriam, who's your role model?
It's hard to choose one person.
You don't need it. It could be multiple.
Yeah, I would say, besides my mom, obviously, but I would say like my sisters. I don't say it a lot to them, but I look up to them a lot, and like watching them growing up, and still now like what they do and how hard they work. And some of our moms, they're businesswomen, some are in college. They're just all inspiring, from my youngest ones to my oldest ones. I don't really tell them because they're my sisters, and I'll be like, oh my God, you guys inspire me. But low key, I'd be like, damn, I look up to you. And I look up to how they work so hard and how we're united. So shout out to my sisters.
Okay. All right, next question. Where should we start at? Let's start here. Can women handle the truth? Can women handle the truth?
I definitely believe they can. If they are mature enough, and if they are really wanting to hear the truth. Some of them be a little bit because, okay, so here's the thing, like, you got some women that they say they want the truth, but they really don't want the truth, because when you start giving them the truth, the motherfuckers gonna black out on you. Gonna be crying if they're the type to just sit and cry, or if they are the ones that get aggressive with you, they probably gonna try to fuck your ass up. And if that happens, they can handle the truth. But then you have some women who want to hear the truth. They hear the truth. They actually can dissect the truth. Because, I mean, even when somebody is telling you their truth, quote unquote, you have to be able to have discernment on what can actually be reasonably applied to you and what is just somebody's opinion of you. Now, if you got like 10 people, they keep saying the same thing to you, then obviously
It's the truth.
it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be able to like recognize that, and you got to understand that. But the reality is like I would like to say that all women could handle the truth, but that's just not realistic. I've seen like firsthand that some women cannot, even though they say they can.
Facts. I agree with you. You're up next. Can women handle the truth?
Like I said, I think it doesn't really matter like if it's a woman or man. I feel like it's more like on maturity and like understanding.
I'm glad you said that because I got a follow-up question to that. But yeah, go ahead. Continue.
But I also feel like it's how the truth is said to you. Does that make sense? It's not like it's. I feel like it's how it's also said to you as well as if it's being true.
Okay, so then I have a question to that. The question is going to be, if I say the sky is blue or the fucking sky is blue, does it matter how it's said? Isn't the sky blue?
No. I mean, yes, the sky is blue, but when you... Okay, so here's the thing. When you're in school, they teach you how to create sentences, correct? So working in HR, they teach you what is appropriate to say to somebody. So they teach you how putting certain words into a sentence can change the whole context of the sentence. So if you cussing at me and your tone is very aggressive, then everything that you're saying is going to come off aggressive.
Yeah.
But if you are just talking to me, we're having a regular conversation, we not like yelling at each other. And I mean, it depends on the person though, because some people are just naturally aggressive just from where they're from. I deal with people from all over. So I've dealt with people from New York, Chicago, from the South. Everybody has a different demeanor about themselves.
So wouldn't we want to listen to the message and not the wording of the message?
No, because honestly, yeah, tone is everything. Tone and
But
the way
what
that
if
you're talking
what
to
if his tone is the sky is blue, and then somebody else comes up and goes, "Yeah, you're right. The sky is fucking blue."
Oh, that's better. I mean, because some people do curse when they talk. But do you hear how you said that versus the first time you said it? It sounds way better, even though you're saying the same thing.
The only word that was added was fucking.
Yeah,
but it doesn't change like the reality of the fact that
but you
the sky
wasn't
is
yelling,
blue.
and you was yelling the first time. Well, you wasn't yelling, but your voice was kind of raised. There's a difference. Okay, don't try to pick it apart. It's a difference. You know.
I think facts are like what's true is true, but I feel like come a certain way and talk a certain way if you want to hear them out. You know what I mean? Especially if you're like talking about something sensitive or like people tend to like close off or like discard or like one ear out the other. So it's like how you say it really does matter. Like, hey, the sky's blue today. The sky's blue, not the sky's from the fucking blue, bitch. They're gonna be like, okay.
Okay, now that's a little. That's an aggressive. Because not only did you say fucking, but you also call her a bitch for no goddamn.
But like,
reason.
imagine like someone's talking to you. You mean? And I'm like, you mean like you're gonna take it a certain way, or you're gonna like not listen to me, or like how they say like how you work at HR or in school they teach you sentences like how she said. Use your content clues and use it when you talk to people.
Exactly.
We're not kids. We're grown ups at this age, so it's like you should know how to talk to someone in a certain matter in certain situations. Does that make sense?
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so in the chat, Swella says you have her strength. I'm gonna say with you're talking to your mom because that's when they came in.
Oh yeah.
Facebook, Andrew says same question about a male. No, Andrew, he said yep, and then everyone don't speak the same way, and then he was laughing my fucking ass off when you said this guy's fucking blue, bitch.
No, for real, because like seriously, I literally know some people from New York, and honestly,
everything they say is aggressive.
When I first met them, we almost weren't going to be friends for a long time. I'm surprised we're still friends, but I actually had to teach them, like after a while of like noticing, like just watching them and noticing that that's just how they are, especially like that bitch word. They use bitch for everything. Like, hey, bitch, what the fuck you doing, bitch? And so, like, you can never really tell when they're being, like, upset with you and when they're just being friendly because they use it as just, like, a positive connotation, even though that word is negative. And so, like, for me, being from the South, we don't play that. You're not finna call me no bitch. Don't hey bitch me, because I am not walking around on all fours. I don't want you doing that. And like a lot of them used to be like, well, I ain't never had nobody tell me that's a problem. This is how I talk. Yeah, it might be how you talk, but it comes off to me the way that it's registering in my brain. That's rude, and I'm ready to hit you in your mouth. So we need to come down from that. I have a name. My mom gave me a name. Call me Rhea. Hey girl. Hey Rhea. You don't need to call me no bitch.
Marte says they don't care about what is said as much as how it's said. Most females put their feelings before the truth, which is why we can't be honest. This is why men can't be honest, because we have to get past that emotional barrier. So it's not the truth. It's how I feel about feelings will always have a backseat to logic with most women.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that?
If we making this a general statement, then okay. But that don't apply.
It's always going to be general. So let me preface this. Tonight's show is not about you specifically. Tonight's show, yes, the questions are going to be asked, but please do not take anything personal here on No Cap Reacts because, well, when did I meet you? When did I meet you?
Mimi.
Yeah. When I picked your ass up in the front.
I was gonna say, like, let me tell me minutes ago.
But then you know what?
15 minutes.
I can't even say that though, because I also was like looking at your Instagram and I saw that you were at the IceCon show, and so was I.
Yeah, I was doing the whole. Yeah, you was in the show.
I modeled. I had red hair.
Yeah.
So when you said when did I meet you, live. It's like, I don't know, because I met a lot of people that night. So did I already meet you?
So, no, we actually did not meet. I mean, we did meet, but we didn't meet. Like, I went through and said hi to everybody when you guys were all in the back getting your hair done and putting your makeup on and walking around half fucking naked. And I was like,
and they was complaining about that food being gone.
I was like, I don't need to be back here. Let me get out of here. And then, no, we didn't actually introduce ourselves to each other, and we actually can remember until about 30 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, that's when we finally met.
And then what about? Have I ever met you?
No, it was like 15 minutes ago.
All right, so
16 now. But.
So there's nothing personal going on here. There's no personal attacks. Now some of these motherfuckers in the chat will talk shit, and I say this all the time. First and foremost, make sure y'all motherfuckers keep it real respectful in here. Secondly, it's okay to have an opinion. No one needs to get bent out of shape because everybody does have opinions, like everybody has an asshole. Andrew said facts. Marte said correction. Logic will have a backseat to feeling. All right. Follow-up question to that one is, women are emotional. Men are logical. In knowing that, do women truly mature faster than men? We'll start with you, Miriam.
Yes. I feel like women do mature faster than men.
And what? But we're talking about. So you're taking emotion and you're taking logic, and you're putting it together. Do women truly mature totally more than men?
Okay, overall, women are. I feel like women are more emotional creatures. Yes, but when it comes to maturing, in my personal opinion, I feel like we do mature faster than others, and not faster than others, faster than men overall. Just because, I think it's more like logical. Like, I feel like I'm more logically understanding than men are. I don't know how to explain it. I just know we just do.
Okay.
When you say mature, what type of maturity are we talking about? Are we talking about emotional maturity? Or are we talking about overall maturity?
Overall, because emotional comes in as a whole. Who do we truly think is fully mature or matures faster?
I think that women mature faster than men, and I think that most times that is just solely because, unfortunately, in our community, we have a lot of men who are growing up in a single family home. They just have a mother. And
so,
a lot of mothers baby their kids, like their sons, especially if they only have one and they have a whole bunch of girls. And then girls are taught from the very beginning age, like, you basically got to be able to cook, clean. You got to be able to nurture. You have to be able to dissect things, to be able to...
Now, is that maturity or is that responsibility?
I feel like it's both, because if you can't handle responsibility, then you're immature.
Okay, now here's...
To me.
Because I'm always ask questions. I'm always going to give some pushback. If these immature men are being raised by single moms, where are they learning their immaturity from?
So when I say, well, where are the parents learning their immaturity from?
No, the said mature single parent man, or a woman, or man.
So I think that they learn it over time, just basically going through situations, because sometimes life can mature you. Even with women, like, you can go through certain things in life that can change your perspective on things. You might, like, grow up thinking one thing is, like, okay to do, or one type of behavior is okay to do, and everybody can tell you it's wrong, but you hard-headed, you stubborn, you're going to keep doing what you're doing until something in your life, like, knocks you on your ass, and you have no choice but to be like, hey, maybe I need to change something. And I feel like sometimes that can happen. Like, men can lose a good woman. They can lose something important in their life that they care about because they, are not mature enough to handle it. And I feel like it can be vice versa. Again, I would just literally say the only reason that I say women is just because I feel like women are expected to mature before a boy is. A boy can just go and have a temper tantrum. They can play games. They can, like, literally blow away their whole time, and it'll just be like, oh, boys are just being boys. Men are just being men. But women don't have a chance to just be a girl, just be a little girl at that.
So now I'm gonna give you guys you guys watch TV, preferably like Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives.
No, I used to watch that stuff. I stopped watching that stuff right before COVID.
Okay.
Or when did cable go out of style? When I stopped having cable. No, seriously, when I stopped having cable, that's literally when I stopped watching that stuff.
All right, so that's I only say that. So you have seen it at least, though, right?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
Same thing for both of you?
Yeah.
Oh, I grew up in Atlanta. I seen them people out in the city.
Okay, now here's my question. On those particular shows, who did the majority of the fighting, the men or the women?
I would say the women.
Yeah, definitely the women.
Okay, now we're gonna take this to real life and put it in real life perspective. If a girl finds out that her man cheated on him, will she cut up his Jordans, his clothes, burn it, bust out his car windows, flatten tires, and do all of those things?
I feel like it just depends on the women. Like, you can't like, oh, a woman's gonna do that.
Well, I'm just saying the majority. We're talking about what we know.
The majority, no, I don't think so. I think that there's very few women that do that, and there's a certain type of woman that does that.
There's definitely a certain type.
Honestly, there's definitely like a certain type of woman who does that.
Now reverse that. Do men, finds out his woman cheats on him, is he flattening tires, busting out windows, cutting up her heels and dresses and burning shit?
Yeah. A certain type of man will sure do it. I've seen it firsthand. Well, I don't know. Okay, so just generally speaking, based on the things that I've seen in my life, okay, living in Atlanta, but the thing about Atlanta is kind of like a different breed. So you see
there's a
lot of people doing things, but yeah, dudes will put sugar in women's tanks. They will be coming up to their house. Yeah, I've seen some men
Who the
do
fuck
some.
you been hanging out with?
I've seen some men. No, first of all, working in a strip club, men come into the strip club to get their girls out the club all the time. They find out that their girl is in the private room, and they coming up there. Yeah, coming in there with their homeboys.
That's a good man. Get your woman out of there. Get your woman out of there.
Dragging them out the club. No, that's embarrassing. Actually,
it is embarrassing.
That at home.
So here's the thing.
You know,
if you know your girl was a stripper, you should have never let her leave the house. That's how you was gonna act.
They didn't know. They found out because one of their homeboys came in the club and seen the girl and then let them know, and they came in there to collect her up. Oh, and it just, like security. We had to get security on it. Men can be crazy. Okay. Now.
Okay, I'm not saying that they can't, because they can.
Now, is it the norm? No, I would like to say that most likely it is not the norm for men to be.
Okay, so I want. Hold on.
But I have seen it.
We're gonna get it from our second party. Do you think that men do crazy shit if they find out their girl is cheating or something? Do they cut up shoes and burn clothes and beat up cars?
I think a percentage, but I don't think all. But I think
High
that,
percentage or low percentage?
I think a low percentage, but I think that since they do such a crazy act, it reflects on the overall percentage. Does that make sense? Like, not every woman's gonna go and do this and do that, but the fact that such a small variety of women do it, it makes women overall look like they all do it when that's not true. But the
Right.
small percentage outweighs the
Agree.
big
All
percentage.
women don't, right? But unfortunately, we know that left eye burned down niggas' house. Okay, we don't know of any niggas that have burned down a woman's house yet.
Can I say something really quick?
Say it.
You know what? Also, too, though, I would like to say that I kind of disagree.
With
I
what?
think that there's with the last statement she said that not a lot of women do it. Because maybe like if we were having this conversation 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I probably would agree with that statement. But because we have social media and just like being on the internet,
It's
and
telling on everybody.
a lot of the younger, like, so in our generation, like the older generation, no, you're not going to see like a lot of females doing that. But I will say that I do see online a lot of young girls, 20 years old, 21, 19, 18, and, you know, bragging on the internet about how they just went and busted somebody's windows out, and like their friends encouraging them. And then you have like artists like Glorilla who are like making songs and like videos depicting themselves going and destroying people's property. And so you're making young people think that that's cute and that that is socially acceptable. And so now you have more women willing to do that than would have probably been the years prior. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just thinking like of like the internet. Yes, but I'm saying like my personal like.
Oh, what you've actually
Yeah,
seen.
like I never
that's
seen
what I'm
like
saying.
anyone.
We wanted
like,
in general. 'Cause,
yeah, like I never seen
your-
anyone before. Like
Your group of people, your group of friends is a micro.
yeah, so like that's
To what the
like
world
the
is.
percentage is like I can only say from like yeah like there is internet like wise like people do this and women do that and they make it seem like it's acceptable and it's all right. But at the same time I see like I almost seen like from the eyes of like I never like seen anyone that like done that before. But like same time. The internet does play a big perspective in people's lives as well.
Again, the internet is telling on everybody. You
And they
can't hide
record
from that.
themselves. They record
Yeah,
themselves.
they
You
record-
go on TikTok, hashtag somebody busting out somebody's windows. You're gonna see 5,000 videos of different women busting out people's windows. And it's like, first of all, your mama ain't never told you that's a crime. You're literally recording yourself and posting yourself online committing a crime. That's vandalism.
Okay, so you guys actually you kind of just helped make my point for me. When it comes to maturation between men and women, men 9 times out of 10 are in far more control of our emotions because even as kids, when we were told not to cry, well, we stopped crying. When we were told to shut up, 9 times out of 10 we shut up. We understand that with cause there is an effect, and the effect is usually more pain for men. So there's the emotional outbreaks that men can have are far and few between because even like right, if I started crying on this podcast right now, they dragging my ass. Okay, if either one of you start crying on this show, they're not dragging either one of you. If anything, you're definitely going to get sympathy. As a woman, you are correct. If you hashtag, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anything, you can see that a lot of the times there is no repercussions for a lot of the shit that they do. And yes, they have their friends to help interrogate that. So when it comes to maturity, I mean, you see also the exact same things. If a woman doesn't get away with her man, how they will throw fits, go crazy, curse them out, do a lot of different things. But if the roles are reversed with the man, you just don't see those things. So We always ask these questions because it's one of those things where there are certain things that there are so many double standards in the world, but they are beneficial to you ladies. Marte, good Lord, this nigga writing books. Men have to mature faster. Women don't want a man that's a boy, so we have to develop ourselves faster to get women and get further in life. Women don't have to grow or adapt to men to get a relationship or further in the world financially, i.e., sex work, gynocentric university programs, affirmative action, etc. Andrew says very low. Marte again says men can get a woman that's still like a little girl, and that's okay. It doesn't work the other way around. She'll resent him. Andy says, "Shit, I had a chick put a hole in my wall. We have to hold it in." Ash Cash says, "BBB." What is BBB? Okay, Ash Cash, BBB it up. Next question. Y'all ready for this? Let's get to some juicy shit. Do you guys believe in soulmates? And if so, why? What's the sigh? What's the sigh? That was deep.
I'm so y'all heard that? I didn't mean to do it.
He needs some milk.
It's so hard, like nowadays with like soulmates. Like when I was like a little younger, I used to believe in that. But I think the older I get, the
older you get, reality starting to set in.
Yeah, you start losing hope. Like I don't know. You just start losing hope nowadays. I feel like the dating world it's very crappy right now, and they're more like into hookups, like hooking up, not really dating or like trying to grow, trying to build something with someone. It's more like a fast pace. Like they like the idea of romance.
I got a follow up question for you, but I'm gonna let both of you guys answer first.
But believing in soulmates, I don't know.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Your generation is.
It is so shitty. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. Born in the wrong timing, but I don't know. I'm damn.
Not born in the wrong timing.
She was
Born in the wrong timing. Yeah.
Look, see, this is the thing. Like, I'm 44. My generation, we did things a lot different. We actually had to go outside to meet people. Okay,
Yeah.
You are in a time where everything y'all do is a swipe away. So because it's a swipe away, you don't have to take shit seriously. 2, you don't have to know how to truly communicate because shit, even y'all got fucking predictive text doing BRB instead of saying be right back. So yes, I feel for you. That's all I can say. I could just say I feel for you. All right.
Do I believe in soulmates? Yes, I do believe in soulmates. I believe in soulmates because I believe that everyone is destined to have someone. Now, whether you're going to end up with that person forever is totally up to you. Just not to like go like too deep into it, but some people, I've heard them say that like a soulmate never leaves you, and actually that's not really true because somebody can be designed for you and somebody can be destined for you, but we also as humans have free will. We have free choice.
Oh my God.
So if
You've been watching my podcast. Stop taking my words.
What? No. That's for real.
No, I know it's for real.
Free
Free will is major. But there are so many people that swear that God is a narcissist that is in our lives, fucking puppeteering the shit out of us. No, he gave us free will, so he's hands off. 100%. He wants to see if you're going to make the right choice. He wants to see if you're going to follow him. He wants to see if you're going to do the right thing, which means he has no say, no do, no touch. He created you. Now go live your life. Let's see what you do.
Yeah, no, seriously. But like, no, I mean, I watched 2 of your podcasts, yeah, but I actually say that just in my general life because I'm actually very spiritual. Like me and my ace, we do tarot reading together, and we talk about different things. She actually has a podcast that that's what she talks about. Her podcast is about relationships, and we talk about soul ties. We talk about soulmates, what the differences are, and different things like that. So we go really deep. That's why I just said, like, we've done a lot of research. So, but the thing is, I believe a lot of things, but I also do believe that people do have free will, because I know that I've met my soulmate before, but I also know that we both ruined it equally together. So the thing is it something that's repairable? Yeah, of course. Anything is repairable, but it takes 2 people, and sometimes people in their egos, trauma, things that people are taught, the way that they handle situations, it can hinder you repairing those things. And a lot of times people are very prideful. Like, who's going to want to come back and say, like, hey, I was wrong? You should, but
True,
most
but a lot of people ain't gonna
people
do that.
are not going to do that.
Accountability is almost invisible today.
It
Which
really
goes
is.
back to with you. Okay, so you said that in the current generation, people aren't really dating. They're just like, it's a lot of sexing, basically.
Yeah, I'm not saying all, but I'm saying most.
Okay, so who controls access to sex? Men or women?
I think majority women.
Okay, so if women control access to sex, and we was having this conversation a little bit ago with Glorilla and Meg the Stallions of the day, and the original chick that was with Kanye West, the bald-headed girl who created the slut walk, right?
Amber Rose.
Amber Rose.
Don't do my girl like that. You know her name.
Only reason that I say that is what they're doing. I mean, they now have a whole parade called the Slut Walk, and it's all about sexual freedom. And they literally just came out with a Planned Parenthood video that said virginity isn't real. So go out and enjoy sex. And this is something that they put in school for 3rd graders to fucking watch, whether it's butt play or anything. Like, they really broke it down.
What are you talking about?
I know you lying.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
virginity, how can you say virginity is not real?
Yeah, honey, I
did
still
not-
got mine.
You have a hymen.
And holding
That's
that
right.
I didn't say this. Planned Parenthood did. I'm gonna show you guys the video after. I'm gonna pull this motherfucker up right now.
What?
So y'all can see I
Yeah,
am
I'm
no
gonna-
bullshit. Oh my
I'm
mama, may she
flabbergasted
rest in
It
peace.
completely.
Yeah, no, it's so real. There are so many people going crazy over this video, but yes, I'm on YouTube. I'm finna pull it up now.
Is it like a new video or what?
It's brand new video. It
This came out today?
It's
How
it's
are they
barely
legally
like
able
a
to
week
say
or
that?
2 weeks. So, look, the same way they say that sex is a social construct. Come on now, we gotta be like, there's certain.
So we
things
just may have genitalia that perfectly fits together.
for no
and that's-
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
that's
no.
just
It's for no reason.
no practical design. That's just there just because it's just there.
Yeah, it's just there.
That doesn't make any sense.
Again, we well,
Scary world out here. The scary world.
wait until after the show. I'm gonna show y'all this fucking video because it's pretty long. It ain't that long.
I
but
should have been born in
It's
the
long
80s.
enough.
See,
Yeah, I get. So that's what I'm saying.
Honey, stay prayed up.
In the world, yes, sex in your generation is just like freely given, and it's like the new thing. And a lot of women are actually, I mean, think about your whole generation. They can't wait to turn 18 so they can get on OnlyFans and jump into.
Do they really need to be 18 to be on OnlyFans? They could just create a fake birthday.
You could, but there's also tax. You got to put in your social security number because you got to pay taxes and shit on that money. You got to be taxed.
Oh, maybe I just know people who do things, you know.
You see, again, you're help proving these young motherfuckers is doing shit they ain't supposed to be. All right, and yes, that makes it harder because now, again, they have far more access with this thing right here that allows you to do things that our generation didn't have. If I needed to meet somebody, I absolutely had to go to the club, go to the church, go to the grocery store, go to a bar. You don't have to leave your house. And then in our generation, if you were big, you was big, and we told you was big. If you were small, we told you were small, and you were small, and we could talk to each other and tell each other the actual truth. Today, there's this thing called fat shaming and bullying and all kinds of shit that you just can't do, which makes it, again, super hard for your generation to do anything because every decision you make is fucking scrutinized. Unless the whole generation agrees with it. Now, as long as everybody agrees with it, you're perfectly fine. So I am, I'm sorry that you have to go through the things that you gotta go through.
Don't put me in an uncomfortable situation right now, okay? I'm saying.
Yo, I love
Yeah,
her.
she should have been the actor. You should be acting.
Man, y'all should have seen the way she was acting on Pop the Balloon. This girl
Oh yeah, huh?
is full of energy.
Shout
She
out
is such
to
a
Pop the
character.
Balloon. Y'all go watch that. Oh, sorry. I'm not gonna.
Hold on,
hype
go
up this
ahead.
podcast.
Plug it if you want to. I'm all.
I'm the girl with the pink hair because my hair was too loud.
No, girl, they was too boring.
Period.
That's what that was.
All right. So I'm gonna get to
no.
this next question.
We not going to embarrass nobody on there.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Who
We too classy for that.
who we embarrassing?
Nobody.
Y'all sure? Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, y'all talking on the microphone. All right. Next question. Does a man's body count matter to you? Yes or no?
No,
I
I don't
heard
give
the
a fuck.
pop, so I'm going over here.
Because that's childish. I don't give a damn. You do what you do. I don't care. All I care about is what you're doing while you're with me. And as long as you ain't got no diseases. That's it. I don't. We too old to be like talking about body count. What is that?
Okay.
Personally, for me, no. I feel like as long as you're clean, you get tested. Then you're
Yeah,
all
I
good.
mean, like-
Listen, I'm not really asking these questions. I'm not intimate with anyone or.
Y'all see this?
Haven't been,
Y'all see
so-
this video? Y'all
But
see
if
this?
I was getting intimate
But,
though,
yeah.
I'm not finna stop in the middle of it and be like, "Hey, how
Yeah,
many
body
bitches you
count.
been fucking?" Because if you tell me, I mean, I may not like the answer, and then that's gonna ruin the mood. And if I'm really trying to like get down to some nitty gritty, like what the fuck, the mood has sailed. The ship
at the
is
same
gone.
time too.
He
Don't you want a
experienced.
nigga that know what he doing?
No, because I can teach you, and honestly, I would prefer to teach you
Y'all
what I
hate.
like. 'Cause
Y'all say that,
everybody
but
is
y'all
not the
hate
same.
teaching men. Stop that.
No, because here's the thing: everybody is not the same. Like the way that you just
Everybody is
please,
different, yeah,
Yeah, the
then-
way that you just please 50 other girls, like they all might be similar. They vagina might work the same. This shit over here is magical. It don't work like that. So
said
no,
it's
you can't come over
magical.
here. You cannot come over here and do the same thing you've been doing to 50 other bras and think that I'm finna be good.
Right. You got that A1.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like some women don't even like head. I like head. So you gonna have to, like
You said some women don't like head.
yeah, I actually know a lot of women who will say that they prefer to just, be penetrated. They really don't. Like, they will do it if that's what they man want to do, but for them, it's not really, like, something that they just, it's like, yeah, I need to get
She
some
needs
head
some
right
milk. I don't know no women that don't like having you don't like having your cookie.
Hey, I'm not gonna put them out here because they
but that
might
shit
be
is
in
crazy.
they might be in the view watching this, but yeah, I know some people.
How dare
And actually,
you?
if you go on Reddit, there's like a whole thread of
I'm never
women.
on Reddit. I keep hearing about people go to Reddit. You go get some good shit off of Reddit.
Yes. You ever got a question, type it in on Google, and the first thing that's going to come up is Reddit, because I'm sure somebody's already asked it on Reddit. Reddit is like it's just like a question page. You can go on there. Well, it's not even a question page because literally...
It's like a bunch of groups where they have a lot of conversations, but yeah, they do. It's a lot of Q&A, but you have like millions of people jumping into these different, well, it depends on what kind of group it is, but they be jumping in there and having
because some are public and some
conversations.
are private. And then also, too, on Reddit, you can have hate groups. Like, there's some people in there that have, like, groups for celebrities where they just talking a bunch of crap.
Oh.
And it's, like, giving their opinions, but
If y'all want to, y'all can go ahead and make a nocappreacts Reddit. Go ahead and just do it.
No, for real. You'll be surprised how many people go in there because they just want to see what it is, and then they'll come to the channel. Like, Reddit be booming. And you can get some creepypasta on there, if anybody know what creepypasta is.
Does body count matter to you? I know you already answered it, but
No, overall, just be clean. Get tested, and these streets are crazy. So, but no, overall, no.
all right. Chat over here, they said shit. A lot of men in jail too. Send me the video. No man wants a woman that's a leader of men, and the ones that do only want a woman that's a leader in the bedroom.
Huh? What he mean?
It's just mainly fetish territory.
Can you explain?
Yeah, what are he talking about leaders? We ain't talked about a leader of men.
So if a woman's teaching a man anything in the bedroom.
Well, how you gonna please your woman then if you don't know what she likes? Again, all women are not the same. So,
That's where pride comes in. They be,
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
what
As men, some of y'all really need to get your game up.
Okay, so if
Have conversations with your woman.
So I just wanted to ask him just real quick. So if he is with a girl and she come in to give him fellatio, and what if she doing it wrong? He not gonna stop her and say, "Hey, babe, I don't really like it like that."
You know how many men won't do that though?
I prefer when you do this or do that or
Some men
whatever
won't do
is
that.
his favorite.
Some men
So
don't do
that
that.
way, when she down there, she can actually make him feel good. So she not wasting her time. Save her jaw power. Help her out so she can help you out. That's how y'all gonna stay together. Because if the sex is bad, then you're just gonna leave and go and be with somebody else, and then your excuse is gonna be, "Oh, well, you don't fuck me right." Well, you gotta tell me because everybody.
I
is
can
different.
answer that. I can answer that because I've done that. I'm all about communication and I'm all about pleasure, yours and mine. But when you tell a female, like, "Can you do it this way, or can you change that, or can you do this?" The ego gets bruised, hurt. They don't like to hear that.
How old are they?
Well, I don't deal with.
I mean, because when I was like, 18, 19, I didn't really take constructive criticism in the bedroom.
Andrew
well.
said,
And I didn't
"Shit,
even
I'm good.
say-
I'll just leave."
Well, damn. But I can't fault him. But that's why I'm saying, how old is he? Because when I was like 18 and 19, I was like that. Like, if you come and you bad in the bed, I don't know. To me back then, I just felt like I ain't finna tell you how to fuck me. You should know. And so I would just like probably not do it again. And most times I just would just fake moan because like I just didn't want to be like the one to be saying something. But as I started to get older, like I started to realize that's the waste of my time. That's a waste of your time. And if I actually want to be with you and stay with you, we gonna have to figure this out, because if we don't, then eventually what's gonna happen is I'm gonna stop having sex with you.
So here is
altogether.
Here's a question that isn't.
You can't just sit there and just. And I'm not trying to have mad sexual partners. Like I still can count on my hand how many people I've been
here's
with.
Here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Would you agree you're a beautiful woman, right?
Yes.
Okay, you agree you're a beautiful woman, right?
Yeah.
Chat. Y'all see both of these ladies here on the couch. Would you agree that these are very attractive, beautiful women, right?
If you say no, you're a fucking hater.
Yeah, don't lie. Don't lie. Don't hate what God blessed.
Okay, so the reason that I say that is
it gets worse.
As men, have men always told you what they think you want to hear, or have they told you like the truth? Either one of y'all can answer that. Have men told you more of shit that you want to hear, or told you the truth to try to put you on the right path?
I feel like niggas be lying. They're
sweet talkers.
They just be trying to get some pussy. At the end of the day, they're trying to get some pussy. So they're gonna say whatever.
Thank you.
Like they're the biggest finessers with their words, like wordplay. Well, if they got game, they wordplay be on point.
Yeah, if
like
they
they're
got
just trying to
game.
get you out your
They
underwear.
can speak poetry to you.
Exactly.
You the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Okay,
in my
so
life.
the reason that I say
You
that,
special.
the reason that I say that is,
And then
as
go
you-
tell they homeboys, I ain't even really care about
But
that
some
bitch.
of
I
them
just was trying to hit.
Yeah, some of them are honest, but some of them are liars.
as we say that, and you can admit that, then it is point proven that if a dude, if you're not doing some shit right, well, one, he getting to exactly what it is he wanted, which is to fuck you. That niggas, not too many niggas is really finna stop and be like you fucking up the motion. You're not doing, like, you doing this wrong.
Okay, but when is he gonna come though? Because here's the thing, like I'm saying, like, are y'all gonna fuck all night? Because if the motion is not motioning, and
Well, there's not a nigga that I know that's not. Well, no, I can't say that. Most niggas is still gonna come. But like if you giving head and it just sucks, they gonna go.
oh yeah, they about 4 minutes in.
They finna go deep sea diving or shallow wading, whichever one I don't know what they working with. So
I don't know. That's crazy for me. I guess I just don't have time to waste. Like you're
You're
not finna
different.
just sit up here and play around in me or on me. You gonna get the fuck up. I'm gonna teach you what the fuck to do. We gonna get this over with so that I can go to sleep. I got other shit to do. I do not have time to be sitting up here pussyfooting around with you. No, I don't know. I guess I went through that when I was younger, so I just don't have time to go through that again.
okay, next question. We're gonna go into this.
That's
next
crazy.
question. Next question is, in a relationship, would you prefer it to be a 100-0 relationship or a 50-50 relationship? This is in the premise of you are already in a relationship. You have basically your perfect man. Do you want him to pay 100% of the bills, or do you want to go half on the bills with your man? What is your expectation?
Well, my perfect man pays for everything for me, but that's not. When it comes to just like bills, is that what we're talking about? Like
you want
just
this
only
man to take care of you. You want him to lead. You want him. This is your perfect man. What part of the relationship do you want to be responsible for in financially?
I wouldn't say 50-50. More like 70-30.
You want to be him the 70 and you're the 30, or you're the 70, he's the 30?
More like 70. I don't know. More like him 70-30.
Okay. Now I want you to think about this, boo.
Wait, let me.
Yeah, like really think about this. Because 70-30, that means that at some point in time, if there's hard times, if you have a hard time, he's dunzo. Like, y'all is losing the house. Cars are gone. Lights is out. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle.
Let me get back to this. Go to her.
I would say
50-50 is gonna hard for me. I can't.
80-20.
80-20?
Yeah, he gonna pay 20, and he gonna be the 20%. I'm gonna be the 80.
So you want to take care of this? You want to take care of the man?
I want to take care of myself.
But
I'm not putting my
This is
life into a man's
this
hands.
is relationship. He's your perfect man.
My first man pays for it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever that means. My perfect man is. I don't know. That's just. I've been like that just all my life. Don't matter any relationship I ever been in. Like I guess my answer is based off the fact that I have never been with anyone who has made more than me. So, and because, like I said in the beginning of this, my mom has money. So I come from money. I'm not really like, I get my own money. I'm an HR director. Like, look up how much that salary is. I live nice. I have 7 dogs. I have a lot of things that I take care of. I drive nice cars. I like nice things. I wear nice things. I buy expensive things. I do not have time to be sitting around waiting on somebody to do that for me. And most times when that happens, I have to adjust to them, and I'm not adjusting to nobody. You're going to adjust to me.
All right.
We gonna live how I want to live, because I'm not finna live in nowhere that you want to live, because most times where most dudes want to live, me, no. I won't be pulling up there calling that home. So
But he's your perfect man.
Yeah, but the thing is, my perfect partner is somebody who loves me. I don't date people for material, for money, for material things. Like, because I am self-made, because I already come taking care of myself, like what I'm looking for is compassion. I'm looking for somebody when I'm having a rough day, because I also take care of my family. I do a lot. There's a lot of things that I do. Like, I'm a grown ass woman. I do things that a lot of people feel like I shouldn't be doing, but they're things that I like to do. They things that make me feel good. So at the end of the day, it's like I'm taking care of everybody around me. When I come home, I want my partner to be my safe space. I want to be able to vent to you. I want to lay with you. We can watch TV. We can cook. We can have fun. I don't want us arguing about finances. Like, I got it. And because I got it, and because I come from money, guess what? I'm going to always put you onto some money. So don't think that a motherfucker
So you doing,
just sitting
it sounds
around
more
broke.
like you doing 50-50. It's going to be a 50-50 situation.
How it's going to be 50-50?
But like, how if he was like more financially, like he had more money than you?
Oh, I
Would it be
probably
more
would
different?
never be with nobody who have more money than me, because again, I'm not finna bow down to you. And men who have more money
feel
than
like
you,
they have more power.
they want you to be submissive, and I'm very dominant. I'm a very dominant woman, and that's just not gonna happen. Like, I'll probably bend you over. You're not. That's never.
All right, in the chat, they talking. They said it's going to be hard to find a long-term relationship because that hypergamy will stretch out some single years, especially if you out-earn most men. So you want to be independent in a relationship? Woo, child.
Yeah, because I just feel like when people start putting monetary value on a relationship, you are setting yourself up for people who are pieces of shit. Most people who have money are not good people. Most people who are wealthy are very self-centered. They are very into themselves, and they are taught that because they have money, that makes them somebody, and they are to be respected. And those motherfuckers be assholes. I don't give a damn about what you have in your pocket, because if God come and take that away from you today, what do you have in here? How do you make me feel as a person? I don't know. I ain't never been about $1. You're not going to buy me.
Now, the reason he said most marriages end because of money, and that is true, that the majority of marriages do end because of money, and it is the woman leaving the man because he doesn't make enough money.
But a lot of women, though, so that last statement was just personal to me, but in general, a lot of women, though, they do date for
Yeah, I was saying,
money.
because if you,
it's a financial
gain.
I
It's their
don't date for
benefit.
financial, so I guess like the question sound like it was personal to me, and you asked like what would be my preference. So for me, my preference would be I'm taking care of my damn self.
Okay, but that one is
You moving into my house, I'm not moving into yours.
She said, "You moving to my house, baby."
So I mean, and that's just been like the reality of my life, and I'm 30 years old. I ain't never moved into no motherfucking house. Everybody I've been with done moved in my shit. That's just not.
But did you respect him as a man?
Yeah, because again, I'm not looking at what you have. I want somebody
it's not about what he has. It's just there are. See, in our DNA, I'm not even gonna get into that.
I don't know. I just feel like a companion is just that, a companion. Like,
True,
because I'm
true.
busy
No,
and I
I
have a
will-
lot
I
of
agree
stuff
with you.
already going on, I just want somebody to share my life with. Like, I want you to be able to go and do what you're doing. I mean, I'm not saying like I just want to be with a broke nigga or just like a motherfucker who just
She want to build
gonna
a man.
be
Build a
broke.
bear.
It's just gonna be broke forever. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all right if you don't have what I guess everybody feels like is the full package. Because again, I don't know. I'm just not dating people for benefits. Like, the only benefits I'm looking for is how you make me feel, and I like to share my life with somebody. Like, if I want to get up and go on a trip, and I'm like, hey babe, I want to go here. You want to go? Yeah, we getting up. I'm booking the flight. We going. Like, I mean, I just.
Would you get tired of like always having to pay for like the trip for the
Speak
flight?
in the mic. Speak in the mic.
What do you get? Do you ever get tired of paying for like the trips, for the flight, for the
No.
food, for the clothes, for like you're doing
No,
all
that
on
shit
your
makes
own?
me feel good, actually. Because I did that. That's me. That's all me. I don't know, but I'm also a person who comes from a single mother. My dad was unfortunately in prison for 15 years, and by the time my dad came home, my mom and my dad weren't able to work out their marriage. So even though my mom technically was married for 22 years, she was still a single mom because for 15 of those years, my dad was incarcerated. He went to prison when I was 2.
Whew,
So I watched my mom do everything. She worked, she took care of him, sent him money. Now, I mean, when he came home, he did what he could do, but when a black man is coming out of prison,
not a lot of available.
It's not a lot of.
It's a hard knock life.
It's not a lot of things that can do right off the bat. Like my dad is well now. He's doing great. He's doing amazing. I'm so proud of him. But when he first came home, though, everything that I think he thought he was gonna do, America told him, no, nigga, you're not.
Oh yeah.
So I watched my mom like hold him down, and
So
then
you're used to like you're like a woman or being the masculine and the feminine at once.
Yeah, that's all I know.
You know what I mean? So
that is all I know. And I just feel like you put all of that into a man, and then when that man leave you, you're going to be looking like, what is that, Diary of an Angry Mad Black Woman? Mm-hmm. When that man tried to leave her with nothing.
Oh, okay, yeah. She went crazy.
And then, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no.
Yeah, but so those are movies, and I hate movies like that because it depicts something that it just isn't even reality. Like, anybody that gets divorced nowadays, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If he made anything, he's losing everything, the majority of it, because I mean, even most recently, because there was a prenup in place, the judge just basically took it upon himself to make it up by going above and beyond with the child support. So there are so many ways, or there are laws that are actually in place that protect women for that, because in the past, the way it did work was the man was the breadwinner. So if you ended up getting divorced, you had to still take care of that woman. Now, nowadays, women actually work, and they can also be the breadwinners, but still, like, those laws are still there, and there's still alimony. 96% of alimony is a man paying for a woman. It's 4% is where the woman actually pays for the man. 92% of the time, a man gets hit with the child support and also doesn't get custody. So there are so many laws in place that do protect women, which, some of them I agree with. Other ones I say it's time to probably change that and make it a little bit more equal. But in your case, so 50-50, 100, 80-20, 70-30, what you going with?
for me, it's 80. No, I'm like it's 70-30.
70-30?
Yeah.
Are you the 70 or are you the 30?
No, he's a 70.
Okay.
No, she is not there.
I'm good.
She going to get hers. She said, give me my ducats.
Here we go. Money talk.
I mean, in the worst case scenario, if I had to do anything, it'd be 50-50. That'd be the most thing I'd be comfortable with. But a man is not just going to provide everything for me. That's just never going to happen.
You do realize, though, that like our natural proclivity, like our entire purpose that God put us here for is to be a provider. Like we don't, that is literally me not taking care. I've never been in a relationship with a woman that I did not take care of. And I've dated doctors, I've dated lawyers, I've dated fucking the GM for even Banner Hospital out here, or the admin for the Banner Hospital. High 6-figure earner, but I don't know what it's like to not take care of a woman. Or shit, before I even had kids, I was taking care of a woman and her 5 fucking kids. Like our entire purpose in life is to take care of a woman. And that is actually what gives us happiness. So like when you have like kept men that are stay-at-home fathers, or their woman makes more money than them, you know why they act out? they're not living their purpose. They don't get to feel like the man.
Do they not feel like the man, or are they allowing other people to make them feel like they're not the man? Because from my observation, most men are allowing other people's opinions of what they're doing to affect them, which what the fuck is going on in your home don't have anything to do with anybody outside. If my girl want me to stay home and I'm cool with that, I'm going to be cool with that. I'm not going to let you make me feel bad because you mad because you can't do that. This is what I do. Shit, I'm playing my game all day. I'm with my kids. I'm chilling. Like, I'm good. I mean, I don't know. I just be solid in who you are and what you got going on. Because, I mean, I don't know. Is that a genuine feeling? Or is that just... Because, I mean, I feel like so much of what people do...
a lot of men, that is very genuine. And I hate that the story is told that when a man has money, he has control. And he, like, I'm sorry.
Don't he
but
though?
No. Because...
From what I've seen,
So
yeah.
here's my thing. At one point in time, I worked 20 hours a day. You think I'm putting 20 hours in a fucking day to be in control? Like, no, I'm killing myself to give you a good, happy, lovely life. I'm creating businesses. I'm working my ass off. I'm hardly sleeping to be like, I control the money, bitch. No, I'm not doing that. Because the moment when you want to, because this is how I am. I drive a Benz. I want a Benz. Okay, babe, I'm going to go buy you a Benz. That's not control. As a matter of fact, you controlling me. We want to have some babies. I need a bigger house then. Okay, babe, I'm going to put you in a bigger house. Okay, like, we do these things in order to meet the needs of our women. Y'all will take vacations out the ass. You know, any real nigga, if it wasn't for women, we would live with our mattress on the floor and wear the same clothes every damn day.
Yeah, you ever been to a bachelor pad?
Thank
That's
you.
how most dudes live. Most single dudes. You go in their crib, they don't even have a mattress. They have an air mattress.
Thank you. So what I'm saying,
And they chilling.
As
like
With the PS5 though, but got a PS5, a $1,000 game.
I feel like that's when like the whole
And a big
50-50
TV
part comes in. Like for me, it's more like not really like financially, but it's more like we come in as a union, like together. Like, oh, he's like, okay, I'm gonna buy your, like, he buys a house, but I make it into a home. You mean? He gives me a sperm, I can make into a baby. He buys groceries, I can make into a meal. I feel like that's when like the 50-50 comes in, not more like always like, oh, financially only, but like that's more like my 50-50.
Like when I got signed and I got my first big fucking check, I was like, okay, my kids and even to this day at 44 years old, I've never been married. But I say this, everything that I do is for my kids, and then the day that I die, my wife will never have to worry about shit. When a man comes into money, the first thing we think about is our family and how we're going to make it better and bigger. 9 times out of 10, if a woman comes into money, she's thinking about how she's going to make her life better and bigger. And if she has children, then her kids. But it's never like, okay, I'm finna put my nigga on. Like most females don't think like, you are rare. I'm gonna tell you to your motherfucking face.
Why not? Because what the fuck? If I know something that you don't know, and we supposed to be a powerhouse, why wouldn't I teach you? Why wouldn't I put you on to that? A lot of women don't do that because they be scared that if it don't work out, he gonna run off and take what you taught him. Who cares? Who the fuck cares? Why are you worried about what is gonna happen if y'all don't work out? The goal is to make sure that y'all work out.
Your
y'all
thought
stay
process
together.
is 1 in a billion.
You shouldn't be thinking about, I don't know, I just think about longevity. Like, I just don't see.
Who raised you? Because you got no, that's not even that's not an emotional thought process. That is a very logical thought process.
Because I'm very logical. Like I'm in HR. I went to school for this. I have a master's degree in human resources. Like they teach you, first of all, we have to manage people. You have to be able to understand. That don't make no sense. Okay. That doesn't make a lick of sense. Like, wow, okay, so I'm complaining about my man not doing this, not doing that. But if you could teach him, as long as he's open to being taught, because I know sometimes men being leaders, they don't want to learn or they feel away. It's
but
like,
that's it. Natural. We have a natural proclivity.
If I got to be discreet about it, like, let's talk about a way, like, how can I teach you this that makes you not feel like I'm trying to like overstep anything? Because I just want you to excel, because I know you got the potential and you can do it, but let me just show you, just like you're gonna show me where I'm like lacking at. If you know how to do something or you know how to make money this way and you trying to put me onto game.
Yeah, like grow with each other, build each other up.
Yeah, because my dad used to put me onto game all the time. My dad taught me so many ways to make money, so many ways. And you know, I think that the best thing that you could give back to somebody is to teach them as well.
Knowledge is the best key.
Okay? Because
Knowledge is key.
they can carry that on. That's like, I don't know. You supposed to like lift people up. Everybody is so fucking selfish. Like, this is why I'm single right now, because people, I don't know. The way that I think versus the way that I hear a lot of
You
people
ain't
out here
single no
thinking
more.
is just.
After this show, we going to Vegas. We eloping. You are one in
It's
a
just
billion.
crazy as
We
fuck.
just snatching her. She just got snatched up. This is now the Ray Bailey show. No.
Like,
All right, let's go into the next question. All right.
I just can't. That's so ridiculous. Like, dating pisses me off. I'm sorry.
Great. I'm glad you said that, because here's a great question for that. Is dating today more about the experience or getting to know someone?
What's the experience though? If you dating somebody as a business proposition, what experience are you having? Everything is
So here's.
transactional. You're looking at somebody as a benefit.
Oh my God.
Like,
Okay, so
I literally just had somebody tell me the other day, like, what benefit was I to them? And it's like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, what are you? That doesn't even make any sense. Like,
he's
if
a
you're,
businessman. I can tell you that off the rip. He
if
was
you-
either a businessman or he's already got money.
it was my friend. It's like, what type of fucking, like, who even says that? Like, are we sitting here counting like benefits? Like, I just don't understand that. Like, if you're
How
dealing with
old
people
is
and
he?
everything is a female, everything is like transactional. What?
Okay.
Why are we talking about like, I just don't deal with people in a transactional manner. Like, I actually deal with people because I like them. And if I'm like dating you or trying to like do anything with you or build any type of like relationship with you, it's just like,
Okay,
I'm
you're
not
on
looking
Facebook,
at
right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm on Facebook.
What was yesterday?
Yesterday was
Yesterday
Wednesday.
was Wednesday.
The what day? What holiday?
the
was
14th. Oh, happy late
Oh,
Valentine's.
it was Valentine's Day.
It? Okay. How many people were angry because they didn't have a transactional relationship where they got gifts and praises and flowers and chocolates and
I wasn't angry. I was sad.
not you? How many people on the internet on Facebook?
Honestly, I didn't even see that many people being angry, actually. I saw a lot of people who was just like doing stuff for themselves or taking them out. Or just everybody was doing photo shoots. But maybe that's just the people that I follow. I don't know.
Yeah. So I have like 47 or 5,700 people on mine, and
damn, bro.
what
Oh, you doing better than me.
I got.
Most people, most of my like unknown followers are on like Instagram and Twitter. People on my Facebook are people I actually know. I don't really add people on Facebook unless I have personally met
personally
you.
know you.
Like
Yeah,
if I
same.
know you. So I don't have like a lot of, I mean, I got
Randoms.
like 5,000 friends on Facebook, but at some point I've met all those 5,000 people, honestly. And whenever I see people send me friend requests and I don't know them, I don't add them. You can follow me.
So
but
what I
you
saw
don't need to.
yesterday was the majority of the single people either in their feelings, making sad posts, or woe is me type situations because, or if you got candies, chocolates, blah blah blah, fuck you, or I hope you fall out the bed tonight.
Oh.
Stupid shit.
You know,
Why? Because they weren't part of the transaction. They didn't get to enjoy being the center of attention, which me personally, I don't understand it and why we are so caught up on how this day makes so many people. Like, you do realize, like, today is the day that more people self-delete themselves because of them being so triggered or down from what happened yesterday.
I mean, but is it really about the gifts, or is it that people are lonely? And instead of them just saying that they're sad because they're lonely, and them seeing other people being with someone
Happy.
that they feel loves them or happy, it reminds them that they're probably sitting at home in their bed alone and probably want to be cuddled up with someone. Or is it because of the transactional gifts? I mean,
It's the
because
transaction. It's literally the transaction. So the reason that I say that, and I say that to say this, okay? As a man, dating, right?
yeah. Do men even be trying to celebrate Valentine's Day for real?
We don't care because it's stupid to us. Because if I love you and I show you I love you correctly, that's 365 days out of the year, not a day that I'm told that I have to. Yeah. So most men literally have to go out of their way to do shit that we don't really even give a fuck about. But to women, it's their everything. People absolutely hate me because, I mean, I don't celebrate the holiday because I know that it is from Lupercalia, and Lupercalia initially was about sacrificing dogs and goats and whipping, and we can't use the R word, so and graping women, especially virgins.
What?
Exactly. There's a whole history,
A little history lesson.
behind
Teach me
these
something.
holidays, and I don't agree with any of that. First off, I got a dog, so you're not sacrificing my dog. And I have a 14-year-old daughter that I know is a virgin. So you definitely not finna sacrifice her, take her, or grape her for that reason, because back in that time, if you took advantage of said woman, she now has to become your wife. But then those same men would trade that woman in for a different one the next year. When
You say trade, what do you mean? Like how they do animals? Like
they would go
at the auction, they just line them up, and then people say, "Hey, I want you," like a bartership.
They bring all the young. Again, this is a Roman Catholic situation. So they used to take them when they were very young, and take advantage of them. So I took advantage of you last year, but this year I'm going to go get a new model, or a younger model, shall I say?
That's trifling.
So, but when we talk about the experience, if I go and I meet somebody in today's climate, before I even get to ask the woman out, the first thing she gonna say is, "When you taking me out on a date?" One, that's not. There's no tact in that. That is very tacky. Okay, if you
To ask a man when they taking you out on a date.
you should not be asking me that, because that is my job to ask you in the first place. Two, you don't even know my damn name yet, and you're already asking me when I'm taking you out. Then when we've seen it all over the internet, Cheesecake Factory or any chain restaurant is no longer allowed. It has to be $200, $300, $400, $500 a plate.
That's crazy.
In a climate where the average man earns $35,000 to $50,000. Sorry, you're just not getting that.
No, there's something that you save up for. That's not. What's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah.
And honestly, the Cheesecake Factory is fucking expensive. Like, if you ask me, for the way that the fucking food tastes, like.
Have you seen the video though of I think something like the lady, and she was
and the thing about it, she wasn't even attractive.
Oh, with that guy that was going around on Twitter.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that was
she
crazy. But
she
then
was
why did she
ODing.
have her phone out? This
Oh,
is what
yeah.
pisses me off
It was
about
it was a
people,
recording
like,
part and have to.
why
put
are
on
you
posting
recording?
it,
Because
yeah.
now you trying to clown him. Like he done did all this. He's trying to take you on a date. And then honestly,
he was patient on
when he explained it and he was like, "No, I made a reservation at a more expensive restaurant, but you were late. You weren't ready." Which is true. Females sometimes don't be ready. I done had people come pick me up for a date and I don't be ready. Like, give me an extra 10, 15, 20, 30.
But an
minutes.
hour?
Give me like 40
I'm
minutes.
sorry. Hey,
Give me like 40 minutes.
If I'm waiting an hour for you, I'm not waiting. When you do get ready and come outside, I guarantee I'm not going to be there.
Yeah.
Because I said as a that's where now you have to respect my time as well as your time as well. Because if a man is literally coming to pick you up, that's old school, which means he has also made a reservation and you're now late for it.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I definitely felt bad for him, and I agreed with him. I would have dropped her ass off too. First of all, I wouldn't even took her back. You gonna stand right there, like, expect because you got your phone out. Like that was the part that's just embarrassing for me. But it's like I get it. Everybody thinks that it's time to pull their phone out and let's get a giggle, let's get a laugh, let's go viral on the internet. But that's rude as fuck. And to do that to somebody when they're taking their time, they done drove to you. He done used his gas.
Yeah, it's
Then
actually
he
like,
waited outside for you for an hour, like
it's
he
like
said.
belittling him in a way. It's like
It is. It's like you're basically just.
It's a
It's basic-
lack of respect.
Yeah, it's basically saying,
Yeah.
I don't care about your time. I don't care the fact that you made reservations. I really don't give a damn
And then
about
was
you.
gaslighting.
And then gaslighting and manipulating, and the fact that he was very calm and collective and still was explaining to her, and then she still had her phone out. It was just more like, you don't care about this man. Don't waste the man's time. You never seen a future with this man.
But
you
see,
never
that's the
cared
thing.
for him.
That's why this question is there too, because it's more about the experience. Because unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, too, what you see is you will see a picture of her in the restaurant this way, and you will see a picture of her plate this way. You will never see the man that is actually paying for it.
No face, no case.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm not even mad at that though, because honestly, I don't post. So here's the thing.
So remove yourself from that.
I don't think that anybody should post if you're not in a committed relationship with someone. And honestly, I feel like if this is not your husband or your wife, or you guys do not have what is it? A domestic partnership, because you guys been living together for however long. I know that that's a thing in some states, like coming from Texas. If you live in a house
6
with your
years.
partner
Over
for 10 years,
yeah.
then you guys are considered married by law. You know, that's your domestic partner.
Yeah.
If you guys are that, then okay, post them. But if I don't, boyfriends, girlfriends, all that stuff, I just know, because the way that relationships are going these days and people are breaking up, it's like, I don't want people all in my business. Like,
yeah, keep it
damn,
I
you
don't know
with
why people
somebody
post people
new.
anyway.
You with somebody new when you just with so-and-so last week. It is not their business.
Because you'd be surprised, people keep like track of like your life.
They
like,
really
anything
do.
that you post or talk about, they keep track of it. Like,
Well, you're on social media, so what
yeah,
you're doing
so,
is you're
but-
making
so,
your
like,
life
yeah.
their business.
So, but I don't believe in like, oh, like if I post a picture of the food, doesn't mean I don't want to show you. But I feel like privacy
gotta be
is more
real.
better than publicly. Does that make sense? People like, I feel like that's when people like talking to people's ear, and then like, I feel like it's more better when it's like private. Like, not everything has to be posted on social media. Not everybody has to know everything about my life on social media. You know what I mean? I'm not an open book. I'm not an open book for everybody to know. Like, certain things should be private. And my love life, I think a lot of people's love life should be private. That's why a lot of people's love life is messed up or got fucked up, is because you're posting so much, especially when you're not with
They're
someone.
putting too much of their
Yeah,
personal
espe-
business out
especially
there.
when if you're not officially with someone, don't be out there posting. Some people have bad eyes. People wish bad upon you. People are envious. There's so much things out
People
there.
do witchcraft.
Yeah, witchcraft, voodoo. They gossip. They lie. You mean people may know that person, be like, oh, don't fuck with her, or don't fuck with him, or blah 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 blah, or da 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 da. It's like, keep it private. Keep your foundation
said,
private.
call
Keep
her
it
an
sacred.
Uber.
You know what I mean? Like, for yourself. Like, why post it for what? To impress who? Who are we impressing?
And that's the thing. The whole experience.
But you know,
thing
people
is-
want to be posted.
yeah,
Actually,
they
get mad. I had someone like literally try to argue with me once, like, "Oh, you never post me," and it's like, okay, because I'm with you in real life. Who the fuck cares what people see on the internet? We're together every fucking day. Like, you're looking at me every day.
Where did you come from? Because
I don't need to post you on the internet. Because
I have these conversations on a regular basis with so many people, and the thing, if you apps.
What about real? I'm trying to figure out what happened to real life. Like, I literally gotta say that. Like,
real
this
life
is real
has been
life.
replaced.
Like, we're
No.
looking at each other. We live together.
Social media is more important than real life today.
Why am I? Why? Oh, you never give me a post for my birthday on social media. What the fuck? I told you in your face.
I took you out.
Woke you up. What the fuck? Like, birthday sex. What the fuck? I just showed you I appreciate you for your birthday, but because
People
it's not
are
a
really-
post on the internet,
People are
it's
really
not
caught
validated.
up on social media, and they need.
I wouldn't give a fuck, because you
social
could
media
post me on the
validation.
internet and be fucking beating my ass at home.
Yeah, that's true.
I was
you.
engaged
Social
to a
media
motherfucker who people
is-
assumed
Social media
was
is a delusion of what people want you to see, but what people want you to think. You know what I mean? People like.
That's why they
social media
post.
isn't real.
That's the
social media
experience.
is a delusion of whatever I want you to think about me. I can post the most nicest picture, but going through the most craziest shit in my personal life, but you would not think that. Like, that's the thing, is like, social media will ruin and fuck up a relationship, fuck up a partnership, social media is not real life, period. That's for everybody out there. Social media is
I
not
do
real
not
life.
take the internet serious.
But then also, people like social media so much because they like to think that they're a part of your life. Do you know what I mean? That's why like a lot of people like are so invested in other people's relationship, celebrities. They think they're a part of other people's life, and then they think like, hey, like say I'm attracted to you, I think you're cute, I'm gonna look her up. Oh my God, she's a Leo, I'm a Leo. Oh my God, her birthday the 15th, my birthday the 16th. Oh my God, we got so much in common. Yes. When you do not know them, do not be delusional. Do not
create these parasocial relationships with these people that they don't even know.
And that comes with relationship with people in general, like with not embracing, but like fantasizing, but also like worshiping other people. Like when it comes to their body, when it comes to their looks, when it comes to their cars, that's when comparison comes in. And we can compare and you feel like you don't have that. That's when insecurity comes in, and that's when depression comes in. Because now you're comparing something to someone that you do not even know them. You don't know them.
And you don't know what they went through to get that stuff.
Yeah, what did they go through? But then like they think that, oh, the picture is this and the picture is that and the video is this and the video is that they know you.
Some of that should be rented.
But then also they don't understand that people catfish, people lie, people... Man. I mean, like, there's so much things. It is like,
I think
you can't let social media or me not posting you determine our relationship.
I've seen so many people do it.
I think Atlanta ruined me.
I have been.
I learned that social media was so fraud living there. When I literally saw people doing things in real life, like a lot of people don't know, but you can rent jewelry. You can rent jewelry. You can rent cars. You can rent clothes. You can rent Jordans there. There are stores where you can go and rent your whole outfit. There are people walking around in the club looking like they own $1 million and everything they have on is rented, from the socks up under their shoes. They turning that shit back in tomorrow. But they're going to post it online, and people are going to see that. They got all these followers, 15K followers, and all these people thinking that they jazzy, but don't even know that tomorrow their lights are getting turned off. They're over here texting people in a fucking group chat asking for money because they don't have money to fucking pay their light bill because they just spent $1,500 to $2,000 to take 10 bitches into a section, buy bottles with a rented outfit on in a rented car. A rented Ferrari and shit, because celebrities rent out their cars. Yeah, it's just all like, it's all made up. So when I look at social media, I do not take that shit serious. That shit is a facade. It's fake as fuck. It's like I see what I see in real life. Like, what am I looking at when I'm seeing you standing in front of me? I don't.
My cars and my jewelry's not rented.
But when you see somebody in real life, you can determine that though. I just know to determine my self-worth based on what I see on somebody else's page, because you don't know the backstory behind that. Like you can go and rent a place. People was renting Airbnbs to go and take pictures and staying in them for like, what's that girl that got exposed because she was like literally flossing a house that wasn't even hers, but like for months people have been thinking she was living in this mansion that was an Airbnb. She was renting it. And she was just posting it on her story.
See, and then
until the owners got wind of it, and they're like, no, this is one of our rental properties. Like, that's not her home.
And they all do this for like
let's and
I think it was like a YouTube creator or something.
Let's get back to the question real quick.
I'm sorry.
So is dating more about the experience or getting to know someone? I think we have that answer, right? I think it's clearly about the experience.
Yeah, unfortunately, that sucks.
Okay. Let's go a whole totally different.
Sorry, I don't mean to stare at myself, but this camera is giving me. Like, do y'all ever just look at yourself and then like look back and be like, wait, is that you? Is that me? Girl.
Okay.
If I wasn't me, I would act out me.
Okay, I'll be taking me home. I just had to stop looking at myself. I keep looking around, like trying to look somewhere else because I'm all up.
Yeah, it's like if I wasn't me, I wouldn't go 50-50 with me. I'll go 100, honey. You get whatever you want. If I wasn't me.
All right, next question. How important is sex in a relationship?
It's mid.
Okay.
I don't think sex is. It's really hard because I'm not intimate and I never have been. But I feel like...
Wait, say that one more time. You said you never have been?
No, never have been.
Oh, you're a virgin?
Yeah. Still, so that's when he's like, oh, virgins ain't
that
keeping.
Is great.
So I'm keeping this card and I'm keeping it ducked in and tucked in.
You got niggas that'll pay $1 billion for that nowadays.
But I don't feel like...
It's not worth it.
I feel like sex... Like, I feel like sex isn't that important. I feel like also like
You
waiting.
haven't had sex yet.
Yeah, so that's like. But like, personally, I feel like waiting is better than just getting right straight into it.
I'm not no
But then I don't know. I
This
can't
is how
really-
we know you've never. See, this is the thing. What you're gonna find out. Hopefully, you don't. I hope that you meet like the man, woman of your dreams, and you lose your shit, and you never have to deal with anybody else ever again. That will be the biggest blessing that could ever happen for you. Okay, but if not, what you're gonna find out is the person that you made wait months and they swore they was worth it, you give it to, and they ain't shit. It was dog shit trash. Right? Which does take a toll on your relationship because you then just lost sexual attraction. And then there are some people where, unfortunately, they may literally fuck the living shit out of you, but they just are not good people. So you have to find a balance. The crazy part about that is how many people you got to go through to potentially find said balance.
No, it's called having discernment. You shouldn't be just having sex. Well, I can't say what you shouldn't be doing because people are entitled to do what they want. But in my opinion, you should not. That, like I said, I can count on my hands everybody I've been with. And I'm 30 years old. I refuse. I do not just lay up with nobody. I have to be around you. I gotta spend time with you. I gotta know you to decide if I'm comfortable to just like give my body to you, because I feel like my body is sacred. Like you don't just deserve, like, just because you got good conversation, just because your energy might be good, you don't deserve to say you had me. Like, that's crazy. No, I just don't feel like sex is all that. But then also too, like, I really don't have like a high sex drive. Like, I want to have sex when I want to have sex, and when I don't, I don't.
Yeah, you're not
like,
there
I don't
yet.
know. My mind just be focused on.
Are you more like you have to like emotionally be like connected to them before you can be like physically like?
Yeah, it's
Does that make
like
sense?
I don't do one night stands.
Yeah, like you don't do, like-
if I sleep with you, if I put my mouth on you, it's because I
Emotional
really fuck
connection
with
there,
you. Like,
yeah.
I actually really, really like fuck with you. Like, it's, you could ask me to do anything for you and I'm down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't find it. But then also too, like, again, I come from a married woman. Like, even though my mom was single in appearance, my mom was married and she carried herself that way. And then she also was a pastor. Like, you know, I'd say that to people all the time and they'd be like, well, how do you know that your mom wasn't like, you know, dipping off on the side? Well, one, because I was with her all the time. You know, like, I damn near was homeschooled. Like, went everywhere with her. I was like her shadow because I don't know. I just wanted to. I don't know. I didn't like being alone, but I'm also a twin. I lost my twin, so I just kind of wanted to always be where she was at. So like, my mom used to go to like 3, 4, 10 churches in a day, and I would be with her. I mean, like, where did she have time to be doing anything? But anyways, she was a pastor and she wasn't trying to like do all that stuff. So I never seen like men coming in and out of my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see my mom start dating until she was officially divorced from my dad and we moved to Georgia. And then even then she dated sporadically. It still wasn't a whole bunch of men like coming in and out the house. And she don't have sex with people unless she's married to them. And so that's always been like my philosophy. I really don't like sex before marriage. But at the same time though, because I have had sex, I will say that I don't know if I would blindly commit myself to somebody, because just from my mom's experiences, like, she's literally married people and just not been happy with sex. And it's like,
I think sex is overrated.
I mean,
You haven't had sex
I
yet.
know, but like, people think it's like a lot. I just feel
I
like
have, and I feel like it's overrated.
I'm never gonna say that sex is overrated. That is
I
like
don't know.
two people
just-
coming together. In
That's
the
why I
right
think poly
circumstances
relationships
is
are
the
dope.
most
That's I don't know, I
beautiful
feel
thing
like
ever. Which I'm glad you said
more
that. We're gonna go into
emotionally
this last
person.
question. The last question is, you have to choose one. You have to absolutely choose one. So make sure you listen closely. 2 women and 1 man, or 2 men and 1 woman. So you're either going to be one of the 2 women with this 1 man, or you're going to be the single woman with 2 men. Which would you choose and why?
The one woman, two men. Wait, no, yeah.
So
And you a virgin? You talking about one woman too?
It's just like I don't know because he said decide. I really don't like sharing. I don't like to be shared.
Yeah,
I don't know. This is really.
And she's like,
So you got to satisfy now, Miss Virgin. Just keep in mind because men we have very high sex drives.
Or like relationship.
This is
Well,
marriage. You're with them forever.
Yeah.
This is two men and you. So for the rest of your life, you have to satisfy two men. And when both of these niggas want babies,
I'm so scared. I don't know. I'll be so scared.
Can we say neither?
Yeah.
no, you have to choose one. That's why it says you have to choose.
Or maybe
one.
I'll just do two women because it leaves less pressure on me if there's two. But then also if there's two women, the man is always gonna love one person more than the other.
That's not true. That's actually,
that's fine.
That is so not true.
For me,
I feel like
I would have to say that I'm going with the two women and one man.
yeah.
Okay, and then the why?
So I'm going with the two women and the one man because I'm hoping that, preferably, I ain't got to do shit.
Yeah, I think that I'll do.
I just want, and then there's no other options because really my option would be just two women. I wouldn't want a man to be involved, period. I feel like men sometimes make things
More complicated.
Yeah.
You think men complicate shit?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because a lot of times if you take a man out of an equation,
Women are
don't
so
have no beef.
emotional.
They love saying that.
Like you
That's
take
the only thing they got on us. That's the only thing y'all got on us.
Like, like I
just
as a
don't.
man who has a certain kind of lifestyle, and my lifestyle is very, but that's just it. Like I balance out my household. Like if there's too much emotion, if I'm not there, shit's going off the fucking rails.
What do you mean off the rails?
Because like when you have emotional women and you have a lot of emotional energy, like who's reeling that in? Where does the logic start to kick in? Who's the logical person? Who's going to say, okay, hold up, chill it out. Let's really think about this and put this shit together. Because I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. There's just way too much going on here. Right?
Right.
If you have three women and it gets to that, like, again, you're different, so you probably can balance some shit out.
Well, yeah, because I feel like with anything,
Who's more level-headed?
you have somebody that's going to be more dominant and somebody that is going to be more submissive. There are going to be some people that naturally just go into the leader role. Like, I'm not a submissive type of person, but again,
I'm gonna say you just probably haven't met the right masculine man, because if the natural, your natural inclination is to be that, but because you haven't had a type of man to come into your life to where it's like you don't need to do all this shit. I got it.
But why? I don't need. Okay.
But that's just it. See, this is the thing. You're 30. You're still young. Wait. And you don't have no kids. Wait till that shit changes. When that changes, your life changes. When you now have to think for other people, take care of other people, provide for other people, be the common sense for other people, then all of a sudden you have a man there to like balance that shit out and still help you feel feminine, help you feel beautiful. And then when you need a fucking break, you get a break. Until that happens, yes, for you, life right now is absolutely, like, before I had children, life was fucking amazing. So I thought. Then I had kids. Now that I have children, life without children, I don't even know how people even do that shit. And how it doesn't make sense. And then I look at even single moms, and I sit here and I go, I understand what the fuck you're going through. Because you literally have to be and do everything by your damn self. And I know you don't want to, because you want to feel beautiful, but you don't get to. Why? Because the kids need this, they need that, they play sports. Like, there's so many moving parts. And then everyone wants to think, I'm every woman or I'm every man. No, we're fucking not. That's why God made man and then he made a woman and said, okay, because she's going to balance you out, you're going to balance her out. And then when these kids come, they get the masculine side and then they get the fucking nurturing feminine side. And the moment the babies come out of you, your feminine side really is going to kick in. And don't have a daughter.
I hear what you're saying. I just feel like that doesn't apply to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, also
Just
too,
wait.
like there has to be a desire. I don't have a desire. Like if I'm being quite frank, I don't desire to be with a man. I like women. I'm attracted to a woman.
True, but do you want to have children?
I do want to have children, but you have IVF. I don't need a man.
Well, again, we're not.
I mean, I need the sperm.
Thank you. So you do need a man, but this is where conversations get lost because you say you don't need a man, but fuck you. The moment you bring another life,
Why fuck me?
because the moment you bring another life into this world, that motherfucker needs a man. Which is why, as we said earlier tonight, when you have men, specifically men raised without a father, don't they turn into emotional little bitches?
Yeah.
Okay? And then if you have a daughter without a father, doesn't she turn into a girl with daddy issues?
Sometimes.
Okay. So, whether we like it or not,
I mean, I grew up with my dad partially gone, but I wouldn't say I had daddy
but
issues.
this is the thing. Your dad was partially gone. He came in and you knew that your dad was there.
Oh yeah, I seen them every weekend. My mom made sure.
So look, you didn't have a father 100% present, but you had a father 100% present.
Yeah.
That's the difference. So you still had a masculine.
My dad wrote me letters. I
Thank
wrote
you.
him
You
letters.
had a masculine role model in your life, your entire life.
Yes.
So he was there and present, even though it may have just been on the weekends. He still
That's
was
true.
present.
That's true.
So,
But I mean, even with that, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like for some people it's different. Like, and I mean, you know, I'm not going to get into like the biblical sense, but anybody who really just wants to like really read and really interpret what it is that they are reading, I mean, it's not abnormal. Like, the thing is, I think that men are attractive, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to the sexual connotation, the sexual part of being with a man, there is no interest there. Like, that does not turn me on
So are
whatsoever.
you're more sexually attracted to women than men?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like
all of us
dudes-
are more
it's like
sexually
dudes-
attracted to women.
It's like dudes are my no, because you have some females that look at a woman, they're like, yeah, she's pretty, but it doesn't arouse them.
Well,
There's a difference.
they'll have the curiosity.
Because I've been with both, I can tell you that there is a distinct difference.
Well, you know why there's a
within the
distinct
feelings.
difference? You are also very much so in your masculine, so you enjoy having that feminine, the feminine energy.
If I was with a man, he'd probably have to be gay.
You're
Honestly.
very much dominant.
Because I mean, I see like
She's again that you're
I
you're
feel like
you're, you're saying like exactly what I just said. In order for you are in your masculine, so you would need a feminine man, right? But here's the thing.
Well, no, I don't want him to wear a wig or anything like that.
If
like,
he's gay, he's gonna be doing it. He gonna be wearing. Y'all gonna be sharing clothes.
no, that's not true. No, that's not
Because
true.
I think there's
you have
feminine men.
feminine gay men, and you have men that look like you that people would look at and not even think twice about it.
But he's going to be gay, which means he's gonna be more in his feminine. So he's going to do
No.
very.
But not all gay men are in their feminine.
No, yeah, no. Look,
Well,
no,
okay.
they
Well,
looking
I'm
like
not-
you,
I'm
sound
not,
like
I'm
you.
not gonna act like I'm the specialist because I'm team vagina.
No, I know, but I'm
1,000,000%.
just saying, like, no, there are some
Yeah.
dudes literally that, like, I mean, that look like game bangers, bald head, tattoos everywhere.
Trust me.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
did 4
And,
years
like,
in prison.
Oh.
I done
Oh,
seen
shit.
plenty of niggas.
At the time.
I done seen some real ass niggas
see
that
the
is
ones that-
real ass niggas, but they taking it and giving it.
Well,
right?
I feel like in prison it's a little different because I mean, depending on how long you've been in there, I mean, not saying that I'm
No,
trying
no,
to
no, no,
excuse
no, no,
it,
no,
but it's
no,
like,
no.
but there's no vagina
These
there.
niggas
What do
get
you-
off the bus coming straight from county jail. They ain't did no time yet.
Oh,
they come
damn.
straight from county jail and go straight to where them boys at. Okay, so
They
no,
got a whole
but on the
buffet.
streets they was stone cold killers. They was Crips, Bloods, and all this
Yeah,
bullshit.
and when nobody was looking, when they go home. That's what I'm saying. Like you have a lot of, you have those.
But those are the same niggas that's like peg me. Those are the same niggas that's like occasionally you gonna catch them
But you
wearing your
can't just-
underwear. They do weird shit.
No, because there are some people that actually live in a truth. They just don't want to be feminine. Like, here's the thing. Like, even with lesbians or gay women, you have some women that choose to look like a male, and you have some women that choose to look like a female. Like, I'm very comfortable with the fact that I'm a female. I like females. I'm attracted to females, but I still want to look like a female. Occasionally, I might dress like a tomboy, but that's just because I'm a tomboy naturally. But my profession just requires for me to be a little bit more dolled up, and I like when I look good too. Shit, I look swaggy either way. But then you have some people who just want to be like a male. They just want to look like a male.
That's
you
why
know what I'm saying?
Like,
And they
judge,
just
like people's sexuality with their presenting, like how they present themselves.
yeah, you know, like you just have some people who just want to, you know, and people be like, but you have boobs and you know, and then the studs, that's what you call them. They be having better bodies than us. And I'd be like, you know, why are you hiding that? Like, put a dress on. Let me see you in a dress. You know what I'm saying? Because like in my mind, I can't really like understand why you would want to just look like that all the time, because you're blessed to be like, you know, a woman. But then the same can be true for men. You have some men that are okay with being a man and understanding what it is to be a man and look like a man. And then you have some that just want to be a Cheeto flame. They want to put on the wig.
Well, again, that's that life, and that's that Atlanta life. That you
They
speaking
want to
of.
do that.
I can't speak on that shit. Now, what I will ask is this: what y'all think of the podcast?
I like it. It's really good.
I like the podcast.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good vibe here.
So,
Yeah.
welcome to No Cap Reacts.
Yeah, this was nice. This was really fun. We had some good conversations. Dang, I'm mad it's over already.
Yeah,
we
that
didn't
was
have. I feel
fast.
like the dudes had more questions.
Yeah.
No.
Where are the ladies?
So hold
Where
on,
are the
hold
ladies
on.
with the question?
Here's
Nobody in the chat want to ask us no questions. Y'all just
Well, we went through almost every motherfucking thing they had to say.
dang, man.
So here's the thing, because we had 2 hours.
We're really at 2 hours?
When you don't
Dang,
see,
it's
this is
been
the
2
thing.
hours?
When you have conversation, when you have a good conversation, you having fun. Again, this one was super fucking nerd. So how should I be? What should I do?
No, because I be nervous
what
in front
can
of
you
camera.
tell me? I'm like, you gonna be
I'm so-
good. You gonna be it's chill, it's relaxed.
I was so nervous in front of the camera because this comments be going off.
This podcast is.
I learned so much about her this podcast. I love this.
No, yeah, because the first time we were on camera with Pop the Balloons,
Yeah.
I was so nervous, y'all. I was so nervous. And then
I told her she looked nice and she was like, thank you. But she was like so quiet. It was like I almost didn't even hear her. Like if I hadn't seen her lips moving and read her lips, I would not have even known that she even responded to me.
So
And
what
she
I
just
tell
was so
people all the
quiet.
time is this podcast is very laid back. It's relaxed. I know I do clip certain parts where it seems like it's not, but that is to create the bullshit. That's where all these damn
know,
subscribers and shit come
clickbaits.
from. That's the clickbait. That's the thing. Right?
Don't tell them your secret.
I mean, we all know how it fucking goes. But at the end of the day, when you come here, it's chill, it's laid back, you're going to have fun. It's just good conversation. Okay? I like it where the females actually don't know each other because guess what? Y'all get to be a little bit more open and honest because when you show up with your girlfriends, you don't want to say certain things because you don't want her to judge you type shit. So,
Then that ain't your girlfriend.
well, again, it goes back to the social media shit. Everybody trying to put on a different face and a different act, and everybody's not
That's an
always who they are.
associate, honey.
Yeah,
My
but-
friends
You know,
know
people-
everything about me. Shit.
people be weird nowadays. People are weird.
They know what I look like when this wig come off.
Again,
But then I had like.
they know what I look like when my wig come off. You see, my wig is
Boy,
off
you
right
was
now.
not wearing no wig.
It's not at all. But thank you for showing up to the podcast tonight.
Thank you for
You're
inviting us.
welcome.
Thank you for
Hopefully
showing
you
up.
enjoy
Anyone
the
that's out there, you
podcast
guys
tonight.
can DM me and we can go Cheesecake Factory. I don't judge.
I'm down to go to the Cheesecake Factory too. Just don't touch me.
Yeah, that part.
Why would they touch you?
Because boys always think that.
No,
when
some
I'm
people are
sorry, no.
just like,
You're weird.
like,
But a
and
lot
this
of
is no
times-
shade to anybody. I really mean this, but I'm very particular about my space. I don't like people touching me that I don't invite to touch me. And some people are very touchy feely.
Like can't like it's like holding like you know like touch your back like when they
Like I kind of went out with someone before, just like on a casual date, and like they just wanted to like touch my
Here's the
hand
thing.
and
Stop
just like, touch
going.
me.
I say this to women all the time.
And it's like-
Stop going out on casual dates. Stop going out on dates with strangers. If you're going to date, your first 2 to 3 meetings should be somewhere public where
Daylight.
It's just no. It don't have to be daylight
would be daylight?
because
That was public. We were in a restaurant.
I'm a sleepless in Seattle
really?
type of nigga. I'm gonna take you
Yeah.
somewhere where it's a nice setting with nice lights. There's people
really
around,
good.
but we can sit and have a real conversation. Have places where you can have conversations that has nothing to do with food or alcohol. It's just about you. Because now what they have to do is, if they want to front, it's hard for them to front because there's nothing that in between you. It's not about the restaurant or a waiter or waitress like coming in, breaking up the monotony. You have to be able to actually hold a conversation. You have to actually get to know each other, which is the epitome of what relationship building is. And you can't put it off for anybody, because if you're not a good person, if you don't have a personality, if you can't hold a conversation, you're not gonna make it to the second or the third meeting. So-
Well, this was somebody that I met online, but like, you know, I mean, like it wasn't anything inappropriate. Like when I'm saying touch, I just, you know, like some people just like to feel your hand. They want to hug you. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, we were just out in a restaurant. It wasn't even an expensive restaurant. It was, I think, like Burger King, honestly. We weren't like doing, like it was nothing like super anything. It was just us kind of like linking up to kind of like, you know, meet each other in person or whatever. But it was like, they're just very touchy feely. They just wanted to like touch my hand and like hold my hand and just like, kept
chill,
hugging
chill,
me.
chill,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I
about the
don't know
vibes.
you. Just like, back up real quick. Like, can we hang out for a little bit before you just start wanting to like,
get to know my favorite color.
yeah, you know, oh, your hand is so soft. Like, no, stop touching me. I don't know. Some
People
people
be
like,
bold. People be real bold.
yeah, but some people don't mind it. I guess I don't know. I'm just don't.
like that's their love language.
If I don't invite you into my personal space, like even when I'm in a relationship, I don't like to be touched all the time. Like I'll
you
cuddle
need a
with
hug.
you.
You need a hug.
What's your
ass
love
is-
language?
My love language.
We're not even gonna go there.
It's like acts of service.
Ladies and gentlemen, definitely want to say thank y'all for tuning in for another
would be the last
episode of No Cap Reacts. Make sure you tune in next Thursday for Ladies Night, which is what you just saw here tonight. Tomorrow night we have Boys Club. I got 3 guys that's gonna be over here. It should be a fire show. Make sure you tune in to that. Sunday night we also have a guest on Let's Talk About It with Connie Marie. This should probably be a hilarious, good, fun, relaxed show. And then Wednesday, we'll have our very first show of The Conversation. So make sure you tune in. Also, hustlefit.com. Get your merch as well as the clothing line. Hustlefit.com. Men's, women's, children's clothing. We have tees, hoodies, jogger sets, you name it is pretty much there. If I don't got it, fucking hit me up. We can do it. If you also need your own custom clothing, by all means, hit me up, hustlefit.com. You can message me there. I also have a chat. You can also hit me up on Instagram, hustlefitllc, or hustlefit@gmail. You can send me an email. We'll go ahead and get it worked out. I get whatever it is that you need. Again, I definitely want to say thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of No Cap Reacts. I'm your man, Bailey, a.k.a.